Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to Shadows of the Empire and see if we can actually beat this bloody level. Now, when last we met, ladies and gentlemen, I had been having a bit of difficulty trying to complete this bloody level. We have a little bit of a puzzle where we have to open up some doors in just the right way in order to progress. It is absolutely brutally simple, unless you're like half awake, and thankfully I am more than 75% awake, so we should be doing well. I say that as I get blasted by some bastard stormtroopers. And what is up is I finally have my Mando helmet. It took me forever to find that goody thing. Let's actually kill some bastards here real quick. And then I'll put that on for a second. Since I have to wear glasses, putting on a helmet and trying to play a game, absolutely impossible. Because I've got absolutely horrific eyesight that seems to have gotten worse. Because that's always great. Maybe I can just get some cyberware. You know, some infrared eyes. Although, seeing in the infrared spectrum wouldn't be that great. I mean, yeah, you could feel like the Predator, but eh. I do find it interesting that infrared scopes are starting to become a thing. Not that I would ever really want to hunt at night. But then again, I guess you can do it. And if you're trying to deal with feral hogs, that's not a bad way to do it. And hello, everyone. A Doors reference? I don't know, did I make one? I might have. But yeah, we'll put that helmet on in just a second. Yeah, I like how I just walk out backwards. Yeah, we're totally gonna do the moonwalk on this goody place. This is not nearly as difficult as when I tried to play this the first time. It had been like a month since I'd played this game. Thankfully, the game we're going to go into after this is a first-person shooter, which I can play in my sleep, thankfully. Once again, who would design something like this? I mean, come on, people. Trying to find a good book. I complain about this almost every stream. Finding a good book is just not an easy prospect. Oh, come on, you bastard. It's like, all I want is a cool character doing something awesome. Why is that so hard to write? Reset the levers with the entrance first. Have you get new glasses because left eye is getting worse? Oh yeah, I have an astigmatism. That's always great. That's how you know you're getting old. You're getting old, John. You're getting old. Bullshit! Although I might be getting as old as Schwarzenegger. He had an HK-91 and I have a PTR-91. That scene in Commando is still one of the greatest scenes in, like, action film history. I mean, it's like, you expect him to go like, okay, I'll cooperate. And then he just straight up shoots the guy, right? Wrong. God damn it. Well, we're not off to too bad of a start. I'm actually just gonna take that death and save. Right back up to 100%. I think around this time I had to have started cheating. Because I remember as a kid I was able to defeat the sloop-like thing. But the rest, just not so easy. Was it right last time? Oh yeah, I did look at that video, and yeah, I did have it right, and it really pisses me off that I missed those bloody boxes. I could have actually beaten the goddamn level. I blame the chat. Can still use a shotgun. Shotguns are far more accurate than media gives them credit for. I've actually taken a shotgun with slugs out to 50 yards. Fairly accurately, I have to say. Video game shotguns are not even remotely realistic, or even really show the sheer power a shotgun brings to the table. Not that a shotgun makes for a very good combat weapon. It's a very good defensive weapon, but if you're going into combat, you want a semi-automatic carbine. As much as I love Star Wars, the idea of people going around with pistols and swords, yeah, just give me a fucking rifle. I mean, considering that people don't really wear armor, it would make a whole lot more sense to, hell, even just have an AR-15 in Star Wars. It'd be much more useful. I could time this down to the absolute second, or I could just do that. Which, that was a surprisingly realistic outcome. Okay, and speaking of surprisingly real... Did I really just go in a big-ass circle? I think I did. Wait, how is that possible? Oh, wait, do we need to go over here? I thought... Oh, did we need to go over here? Okay, so I'm not going insane. Well, any more insane, I guess. Okay, and take a hit. Must have missed something. Okay, let's try this again. Poor Dash. He just keep... You know, Dash, if you had, like, some powered armor, you'd be doing a little better. But it's not like people in Star Wars really wear armor other than Stormtroopers and Mandalorians, and sadly, the Stormtrooper armor is about as useful as something in an anime. Oh, that's what must have happened. No, okay, I guess we're still in the right... Oh, I hadn't even gone through it yet, okay. I could time it down to the absolute second. Or I could just do that, and just kind of like jump over here. It's like I'm a pro gamer, right? LASIK, I actually talked to my eye doctor about that. I talked to my eye doctor, and it was like, your eyes are too bad. It's like, well, I truly am old. It's like, no! Really? I blame you, Silverwings. Ah, that rocket launcher. It's like, I read the instructions. Well, I mean, that's what that's there for. She probably is as intelligent as any grunt would be. At least she didn't try to eat it. Or store crayons in it. Oh, crap, no! Yeah, well, at least I can get some health. That's totally why I jumped down here. Schwarzenegger's AK machine. Yeah, that's a Velmet. Shotguns don't really spread nearly as much as people think. Honestly, I find Bill Burr to be annoying, although I did like his character in Mandalorian. And speaking of modern-day Star Wars, Book of Boba Fett is starting to get a bit of a backlash, and I'm not surprised. I knew Book of Boba Fett was already off to a rocky start when he didn't use his jetpack when getting beaten up by guys with sticks. And then it's like, nobody respects you, Boba. It's like, he is the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy, and as far as anyone knows, he literally came back from the dead. It's like, seriously? My theory when it comes to Book of Boba Fett is, in terms of plot, he is probably going to become the Disney canon, or the heretical canon, equivalent to Talon Card, the information broker from the Heir to the Empire trilogy. Which, I'm not sure if Boba Fett really needs to be that. I mean, I like seeing Boba back, but it's not really the Boba Fett I would think of. I mean, it's just... I think it's one of those things where we kind of have a Boba Fett in name only. I would have liked a more heroic Fett. The hero Fett concept is cool, but Boba Fett basically being the Star Wars equivalent of Batman just seems kind of out of place. It's like, he needs to be shooting people. I was thinking about that today. It's like, Mando, in episode 1, he shot a lot of people, and then he, like, cut somebody in half. Boba Fett, on the other hand, has, like, punched a couple of people. And that's it. It's like, why is he not shooting at least somebody? Just shoot somebody, Boba, come on. I don't think it's gone woke like what people have said. It's like, I don't think people know the meaning of that word. You keep using that word, but I don't think you know what it means. It's a droid control ship. I still hate the prequels. I acknowledge their right to exist. That's the best you're gonna get out of me. Although, even as I say that, I will still say that Republic Commando was good. But we could have easily had, like, a Mandalorian book series, which would have been even better. In fact, once it went full Mandalorian, Republic Commando was quite good and turned me on. I mean, it basically was a Mandalorian book series for all intents and purposes. Yeah, well, that's just what we get. Evidently, The Mandalorian did get a book series. Or not a book series, but a tie-in novel. But was like a junior novelization. Which, I find that kind of interesting. It's like, why not an actual novelization? I mean, kids could read the original EU quite easily. And it's like... But whatever. Whatever, it's just what we have. Come on, hit it already! Star Wars Demolition. I've never played it. It's one of those weird things. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me bring up my, I actually came prepared. Okay, so we hit that one. Hit that one. Get shot a lot. Okay, let's actually not get shot a lot. Okay, so there's that one. That one. I haven't played that Super Bombad Racing either. I don't think I'd touch that with a 10-foot pole. For a franchise as prolific as Star Wars, you know, you'd think it would have more crappy games, but not really. I mean, the vast majority, like 75% of all Star Wars games, were at the very least passable. Now, what I'd like to see, it'll never happen, but I would love to see a third-person shooter where you get to play as the Mandalorian going around shooting bastards. I mean, it's not too much to ask. I think I forgot to open one of those. Oh yeah, I forgot that other side. Right, let's get the Seekers. So we're gonna need those. I am really hurt. Okay, I have been triggered. Okay, there we go. I will admit, I kind of like some of this older school kind of gaming where you gotta like take a screenshot so you can remember what you did. It's like, it's the past, man. Although I never did that. I never had the patience for that, like, at all. My patience level has never been high at the best of times. Okay, so we hit that one. Hit that one. And then that one. Alright, well that was easy. It's actually a remarkably easy puzzle once you actually figure out what it wants you to do. Thank you for the pulse cannon. Okay, let's minimize that. Take that. Dash needs a chiropractor considering his neck. It is kind of a small neck, I will say that. Let's see. Boba Fett joke. They did not make Boba a joke, they just aren't really using him like he should be. Let's put it this way, he's not drinking blue boob milk, nor is he being made to be subservient to Finnick. Not that I think Finnick is really that good of a character anyway. I mean, Finnick is a morally reprehensible character all around. I mean, she killed a lot of people during the Clone Wars era. But whatever. That's the one thing I don't like about Star Wars, though. It's like, you have the casual fans, the filthy casuals, and then you have the real fans. The casuals are like, oh look, Boba Fett had this little thing on his helmet. It's like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. It's like, good God, people. I will always, I've said it before and I'll say it again, the real Star Wars will always be the EU, where everything had sort of a logical explanation. The original Boba Fett was a bastard until the day he died. Like, even when he was in his 70s dying from clone cancer, he was still not a very nice guy. Although he did try to clean up his act later on, though. Like in his 70s, which in Star Wars, with Star Wars technology, although Star Wars technology never really... The big problem with sci-fi is they want to keep it relatable, so for whatever reason, you have faster than light travel, you've got... I know I missed the disruptor, but, well, I want to get my ass moving. And it's not as though I'm going to really need it that much. Stop! It's the Imperial Army! Wait, why are you on a Navy installation? But yeah, it's like, realistically in these different sci-fi universes, we really should have people living into their several hundreds, like, oh my god, it's an evil forklift! I don't want to play Gyromite! Gyromite sucks! Now what you can do is zap or die. I'm like really hurt, so you can't just stand there like an idiot. That's why I stood there. Okay, come on, we know he's there. Yes, it's the loader droid. I thought this was a gladiator droid. Okay, let's save. Zap. Oh yeah, we're gonna set him on fire. We're going to set the robot. See, this is where you really need to be able to aim and, like, target. Jump! I'll check the chat in just a second. Now, if you do get the disruptor, you can kill him in just like a couple of hits. But this'll do. Save. It's like I'm a pro gamer. I can beat him on 10 health with no hits, right? That would be an interesting challenge, but not one I'd really want to do myself. Jump! Got him. Now watch if I die. Oh, did I die at the end of it? Now that's supposed to look like an N64, but that doesn't look like an N64 to me. I was like dead in the cutscene. Beautiful. You found the supercomputer! Doesn't look like that super to me, it looks like an Alienware. Now take the lift back to the control room and switch off the hangar force field so that I can pick you up. It doesn't really look that super, just, you know, it's kind of like an Alienware, you know? It's all pre-built and overpriced. Yeah, I can see the Empire doing that. I mean, it's tax money, right? Interactive movies, yep. Old Battlefront games. Recommend a quick dabble into it. I guess I could take a look at Demolition one day. I mean, run that on PCSX2. Assumes that post-Gen Z kids are illiterate. Yeah, I could see that. Change controls, the circles. Same sound effect as Peter has. Yeah, I guess it kind of does have that. I allowed the computer carrying the plans to— Wait, no, I was trying to read that! Struggle was enough to convince them that their prize is genuine. Imagine if this was a movie. People would eat the shit up. Exactly what I've given them. Yeah, okay. To crush at your pleasure, my emperor. Oh my. Oh, it's just so wrong that I can't play any music. But while this goes on, allow me to show off the Mandalorian helmet. Now this thing is a Star Wars Black Series helmet. It's a little oversized, but it still works fairly well for what it's supposed to be. And even the interior is detailed. I was quite happy with what I got. Especially considering the price those things go for. Alright, so we're gonna sneak into Xizor's palace. Also, Luke, why are you wearing that vest? You look like an utter tool. Sure, Luke, I'll just plant a few pulse bombs and blow this foul-smelling place sky high. You know, Dash, technically Lando's supposed to do that. Luke Skywalker in hidden Imperial Guard armor. Yeah, Lucas was the worst thing to ever happen to Star Wars, and yet he was necessary for Star Wars to exist. Off to a bad start. Well, I only lost 10 health. Crap, now I gotta remember how to use the jetpack. Yep, there we go. Alright. Oh my god, we've got a jetpack. It's the future. Meanwhile, I'm just getting blasted. It's the droid from, A New Hope. That totally needed to be canon. Sadly, a lot of those, CG scenes added in by Lucas just really didn't add much. The whole Han not shooting first. That just... I still think that was crap. Because it still is crap. And I always thought that he had shot first. Because you actually watch the scene, you don't really, unless you know what you're looking for, you won't actually see him dodging. Poor Star Wars. It's one of those franchises that it got popular, and it was promptly run into the ground by terrible everything. Horrible mismanagement at all levels. One thing that's kind of interesting, though, is the whole idea of, like, Star Wars fatigue or Terminator fatigue is always crap. It's like, it's done to kind of explain away bad writing and direction and casting and everything. It's like, oh, people are just tired of it. When in all reality, even the people saying that, they know that people aren't tired of it. They know that people would love Star Wars, so long as it was good. I mean, if the sequel trilogy was any good, was worth anything other than just... Actually, I wouldn't even really want to use the fucking boxes for toilet paper. You know, if they were actually decent films, people would want to see more of them. People would love Rey if Rey was an actual character. It's like, imagine if Rey was like Mara Jade and like Luke died or something, and he, like, imagine if Mara Jade was Luke's apprentice. I'm just literally bullshitting here. Like, let's say Mara Jade was Luke's apprentice, right? And Luke died and she had to carry on the legacy. That is still shit, but it's not as bad as what we got. That would have killed Dash, but whatever. Okay, just open already. Thank you. What an incredible smell you've discovered. Although you would think that in the galactic space future of Star Wars, they'd have something a little better than a sewer system. You think they'd recycle the fecal matter into, like, food. Or something along those lines. Thank you for the Seekers. We gotta fight a giant dingoa. Now, that's another thing where you know the people who created this game really cared about the fans, because it's like, do we have to fight a dingoa? No, but is it cool to fight it? Yes. Expert timing. Expert timing. The greatest reflexes in history. Literally would make Master Chef envious. Okay, let's just save. And changing the controls to, like, circle strafe, yeah, that's not gonna happen, just because it's like, you don't change ammo at a match. Actually, probably should do some proper timing with this. Well, I only got hit once, so I must be doing something right. Good. 96. Yeah, Mary Raisu is right. Okay, so we probably should aim and shoot this bastard in the face. The only problem I have here is it sort of implies that these creatures are in all sewers everywhere, which, I'm not sure how much I believe that. I mean, it probably just would be human. Don't fall in the water! This is where I bet Dash really wishes, like, Mjolnir armor existed. Because, yeah, Master Chef falls into this, he's safe. He's, like, completely sealed to the atmosphere. Dash falls in this, he's getting he's getting, like, shit from, like, 18 different species right in the face. Not fun. I don't think he's German, so I don't think he'd like such a thing. But, anyway, we need not let that detain us. Now, I remember this being, like, Lag City back on the original. Thankfully, we live in the future, where we have enhanced graphics! Oh my god! It's the machine god. You need a security key of some sort. You know, Lebo, if you were actually useful, you could, like, hack the door. You know, Cortana can do that, and technically she should be way advanced than you are. But whatever. I guess, bro v ho, right? Come on. Blast that bastard. You know, Dash, if you had a rifle, do you realize how much easier this would be? You have multiple points of contact, it's gonna be way more powerful. But no, you gotta go for the old gunslinger. Well, you know what, Dash? Screw you, you bastard. Speaking of rifle, for the, Mando costume, I actually did get me a little rifle. A very nice little prop rifle. Also, we have a jetpack working underwater. Because that makes sense. I mean, I guess if it's like a hover pack or something, that might make some degree of sense. But then how does Dash have negative buoyancy? That's the other question. Why do we care about negative buoyancy? Alright, and let's just... I think there's some... There might be a challenge point down here. Not that I really care, but I might as well look. You know, Dash, if you had like a fully sealed bit of combat armor, you wouldn't have to breathe. Oh, this was the challenge point. Why did I go down here? Is that all that's down here? I'm gonna guess it is. Alright, let's just fly ourselves to the moon. Well, a moon. And one of Han Solo's friends blew up a moon. Because he had some weird friends. Oh my. I do have a prop version of the Mandalorian Blaster. And it's a better prop than I had initially thought it was. Because it actually does have a little space for the monolicker clip those things used. I mean, that is some attention to detail. Although I don't know why Mando's blaster would need a monolicker clip, but whatever. Do we go over here? No, I would guess not. Oh, this is gonna be one of those levels, isn't it? I figured this out back in the day, but I may not be able to do that today. Alright, let's take a look. It's one of those things where you have to be like looking right at it. One of those games where you have to actually look. Alright, let's see. You know, Dash, you could have spent the extra money. Had a helmet and everything. Is it here? No, it's not. Okay, where could we be? There is something here. Imagine if you had more N64 fog, how hard this would be to see. Okay, so wherever we need to go is probably in here somewhere. Water through levels seem like a cop-out. Yes, they always are because they're a little bit easier to make. I mean, the wall texture is literally brick. Which doesn't make... Oh, there it is! Okay, here we go. Save, save, save. I like how the jetpack, of course, has to have that little Rebel Alliance symbol. You have to know who manufactured it. You're now on the path to destruction. I love how there's plenty of droids, so we can keep that teen rating. Can't keep shooting those Stormies. I always feel kind of sorry for the Stormies. I mean, they're just basic fodder. Really, that Stormtrooper armor should be better than it really is. Really, Star Wars runs on the whole rule of fun, which I don't have a problem with, but I still would like it if it was just a little bit more consistent with some things. You know, the biggest problem with the Yuuzhan Vong War was the fact that the Yuuzhan Vong foot soldiers were like way too powerful for what they were. They didn't even have ranged firepower. They threw bugs at people. Okay, wait a minute. Is that Yuuzhan Vong going to be able to throw that bug 1,000 yards? I don't think so. Is it going to be able to throw it 100 yards? I also don't think so. I highly doubt that's... Damn it. It's like, I highly doubt that's how that would work. I mean, I know it's not real, but still. And you can still have the fun of Star Wars and have a little bit more realistic weaponry. It doesn't have to be that realistic. You don't want to go like full... hard science fiction. The best part about Star Wars is just the characters. I still find it really hard to find a book just because I want a character or characters that are actually entertaining. It's like you have the generic military characters that are like the best natural soldiers ever, and then you have characters that basically are just planks of wood. I totally was totally a programmer move. My biggest problem, in addition to all of that, is just a lot of the plots in a lot of these modern day books are just so boring. Well, there's too many characters. I tried to read a fantasy book recently that was basically D&D, but, well, Norse mythology. And it was okay at first, but there were 3 characters, 2 of which were boring. One of which, that was actually not boring, had the least screen time. And it was like, can we get back to the actual plot, please? And the plot itself was simple. It's like, I think they had to fight a dragon or something. It's like, and they're just wasting so much goddamn time. And I also love the fact that what we have there is the key from Dark Forces. There's a lot of Dark Forces inspired stuff in this game. One thing that I always find funny that people complain about in some YouTube videos is like, why is there an easy exit from the dungeon? Because people don't want to waste their time going to the exit. It's like, why is there an easy exit from that area? Uh-oh, we got a buster that we gotta blast. There he is. Oh, I know we don't. It's just a regular one and I just got immediately vaporized. Those things hurt. I thought that was the boss. The boss is a big one. The boss is a big mama. I guess you could say he had a shit-eating grin. Okay, just breathe. Just breathe. You'll be out of the shit water soon enough. Maybe next time you'll have a fully sealed battle suit with energy shields and other fun stuff like that. Maybe. I guess that is one thing. You can't have everybody have Iron Man armor. Because then people would not be distinct on screen, but, you know... If I had a choice, fly! Fly! Oh crap, I can't even turn around and look at what's killing me. Land! It's another one of those stupid little flying fucks. It's like if everybody had Iron Man armor, damn it, we gotta go all the way back here. It just wouldn't look quite as cool, but it would make more sense for them to have that. It's like, why wouldn't everybody have blaster-proof armor? Of course, then you'd have to make blasters that were more powerful, but eh. It's probably the Mandalorian Helmet too. Shadows of the Empire. Now that would be cool, but probably won't happen. This probably won't happen. I mean, this is still Disney we're talking about. It's like if you're gonna make an ensemble series, each character kind of needs to look a little different, even if once again it makes no sense. Because I've been reading the Deathlands series again. Oh crap. Okay, land. Come on, Dash, you can do it. Just jump. Just jump. You can do it. I believe in you. The hardest part of this game is just turning around. This is why hip shooting is no longer used. Okay, there we go. And save. Well, that almost smacked me. That would have probably killed me. But yeah, Deathlands, you would think that if you have to go through something that makes the wasteland in Fallout look positively cheery, you would think they would all be wearing body armor and helmets and all the rest, but like, one is literally wearing a bearskin jacket. It's like they have the armor class of pants. You don't want to do that. Like, you want as much combat armor as you can get on, because, you don't want to die. Deathlands has problems of its own, though, that are substantially worse than just them not wearing combat armor. Although, it was from the 1980s, and body armor wasn't really that popular at that time. Ooh, give me that disruptor! They're supposed to be illegal on 9 planets, apparently. Actually, it's more than that. Disruptors in Star Wars act like phasers do in Star Trek. They literally vaporize somebody. It's a force field deactivator. Well, that's convenient. And I'm not using an N64 controller. We got the old Xbox 360. For as long as these joysticks last. Okay, now that we have the force field deactivator. Oh, there goes that frame rate. Still though, for 1996, that thing was pretty awesome. I have to ask though, who designed something like this? Why would you design something like this? This is like, imagine if this broke. Imagine if you slipped. Star Wars people are hardcore. Okay, and imagine if you didn't know that was there. I love how I die immediately. Beautiful. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, that force field is just freaking out. It doesn't really know what to do. was the wall blaster droid thing. Okay, so we need to just kind of like sneak over there. Try not to get hit. I've got one hit. One life to live. I think it's dead. Purge all silica animus. Now, I'm not sure if you need a force field deactivator or you needed a key. Okay, that's all you needed. For 96, imagine if this was like in UT 2000 not 2005. UT5 or whatever the hell the modern one is. That would look really cool. It still looks cool today. That's a lot of Royal Guards. Let's try to flame them. Well, I burned one guy to death, so at least I avenged my own death. Okay, I bet I'm just gonna have to take that death. I'm not gonna be able to react fast enough. Yeah, I'll take that death. So I'm not that far back. Alright, let's burn them. Let's melt the flesh. Okay, that was a bad idea, because that used up a lot of health. That used up way too much fucking health. It's Luke Skywalker in Royal Guard disguise. I love that commercial. Mark was very happy to get some voice work at that time. Okay, that's not where we need to go. Oh, do I need to like fly up here? Yeah, there we go. Now, how would you get around this sewer without a jetpack, I wonder? And I have to admit, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing in this level. Because I think we're supposed to plant some bombs, but I haven't planted any bombs yet. Okay, so that did nothing. We need to go back up here. Although how it went in the original story was a lot better. Do I need to shoot that? Or was... okay. Didn't look easy, go fix it. Where's the one in the Lotz now? Where's his receptacle? Yeah, his little rifle was a bit strange. That's the only problem with some of these older games. It's like, what the hell did I just do? Ah, maybe I need to go up here. As soon as that charges up. Yeah, the Mando had some interesting weapons. His rifle was more of like an anti-materiel rifle. You would think he would have something akin to, you know what, a bloody semi-automatic or automatic carbine, maybe? Actually, even just a basic semi-auto carbine would be a little bit more useful than just a bloody single shot. And a pistol. But oh well. This is really dangerous. How much do you get paid, Royal Guard? Hey, this is technically she's yours guards. Maybe the dental plan's good. Okay, and we're going to go like that. And then we go like that. Well, I am smart. Save. Now, in the original novel, Lando just dumps like a sack full of thermal... I think he just throws down one thermal detonator down like a garbage shaft. And that's all it takes to blow up Shizor's palace. Alright, it's boss fight time, I think. Yep, there it is. We got hentai. We got a lot of hentai today. Okay, so we can't use a flame underwater. This is a little awkward. Because it's just kind of hard to control this. But it's still pretty impressive, though. Especially when you consider... oh, crap. I got more hentai appendages. I'm really hurt. Oh, there's just missiles flying around that I can have no hope of actually controlling. Oh, I think they keep regrowing. I think you gotta actually, like, shoot him. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and... Right, let's go down here and see if I'm right. I like how they reuse the texture for the Sarlacc for this guy. Okay, so we can shoot that. Wow, those tentacles hurt. Oh my. Didn't know Dash was into that sort of thing. Okay, so that opens up. And, okay, that does nothing. Alright, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so just lightly brushing up against those things hurts a lot. Okay, let's reload that save. And let's see if we can't not die. Now, Shijor's Palace is a little bit difficult, but not that difficult. Shit. Now, if only I remembered how these levels are supposed to end. Alright, let's try this again. That's one problem with not having any boss fights in modern games. Like, can you imagine the art that you could create with modern day graphics? Okay, there's his eye. Oh, I think I see what you're supposed to do. You shoot him in the eye, and that'll kill him. But what you're supposed to do is avoid the tentacles. You gotta avoid being penetrated, which is easier said than done. Because there's a lot of excited appendages there. No, get away from me! Okay, let's try to kill him by just shooting him once in the eye with the disruptor. Okay, come on, shut the door. Okay, so now we will save and shoot this guy right in his strange, misshapen eye. And the disruptor does not work underwater. Brilliant! Why would that not work underwater? Okay, so he's at 52% health. Oh, maybe we gotta keep going. Gotta keep going down. Oh my. Yep, that is exactly what you have to do. Now my question is this. How did Luke's blaster jam? I'm calling bullshit. Okay, I think we heard him. Or maybe we just pissed him off. Okay, that is what you had to do. That was easy. You call that a boss, I call that a different one. Typical rape. Well, we used to scare me in this game. Yeah, Boba's not that scary. Okay, so the gladiator should be easy enough to defeat. I think I killed him with just some basic pulse blasts. And Dash, watch out for that hentai mouth. Alright, let's... Okay, so now... Oh, we gotta go up. Verticality, oh my god! Still though, verticality, oh my god. You didn't see anything like this on PlayStation 1. N64 superior to all, and to all a good night. Holy crap, that was good. Now that I actually know the controls, I can play the game. There are several service panels to the space elevator that connects Shijor's Palace with its skyhook in orbit. Space elevator? I wonder why they don't talk about that in modern day Star Wars. Place pulse bombs on each of the 3 service panels. The fortress will be destroyed and the skyhook will be cut off. One question, Lebo. Won't that, like, kill a lot of innocent civilians that are built up around the palace? Sir, we do not care about civilians. If they didn't want to die, they shouldn't have lived on Coruscant. Although, of the sci-fi homeworlds, or of the darker sci-fi homeworlds, Coruscant is not that bad. Holy Terra, on the other hand, yeesh. But then again, 40k is not quite what people make it out to be. But, oh well. we'll never get that one great 40K game. Oh wait, we kind of already did with Space Marine. But sadly, Space Marine was not quite like this. I mean, LucasArts created some of the greatest games of all time without worrying about, you know, all the crap that modern-day developers have to concern themselves with. Okay, save all. And I have to say, I'm really glad I do not live on an island. Apparently, as of today, some giant bloody volcano exploded somewhere in the South Pacific. Which, it's like, people love these beautiful island destinations, and yet it's like, they're all terrible in terms of like natural disasters. God damn it. Like, fucking volcanoes, and let's not even consider just how deadly Australia is. Like, one tiny spider's gonna bloody well bite you and die. Come on, blast it. At least Dune didn't get the woke treatment when we consider all the franchises that have been wokeified. Because, like, I think Lord of the Rings is about to get wokeified. I think. Because apparently, Amazon's Lord of the Rings is gonna have, like, Legolas's sister or something. I never got into, Lord of the Rings, or Dune, really. Lord of the Rings just never really appealed to me. Thankfully, my one and only favorite fantasy franchise, Come on, go, 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 go. Take that, you bloody asp droid. Although if I was gonna buy a robot, I would totally buy one of those. They're supposed to be cheap. You can fit them out with, like, an actual AI module. I would totally love a robot buddy. It's like having a dog, only it can talk and doesn't, like, live in its own fecal matter. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of the game. There's, like, one more space segment and then we are done. I think the asp droid looks pretty cool, too. I mean, the fact that you can fit it with a blaster, although you would think... Oh, crap. I am so hurt. You gotta love, like, just all the lavish detail they put in on that bloody robot, though. I mean, it moving around like that. Can you imagine how long that took back in 1994 when this was developed? Because it came out in 96, but I think this had like a 2-year development cycle. It's like, can you imagine the man-hours that were put into that just to have that droid wobble around a little bit? It's beautiful. It truly is a work of art. But yeah, volcanoes, insane politicians. Although thankfully in the US, for anyone worried, the vaccine mandate got thankfully struck down by the Supreme Court. At least they're finally doing their jobs. Finally. I mean, it is terrible that it was struck down. All will die, right? Isn't Space Hulk a part of 40K? Yes, it is. Space Hulk is an element in 40K. A Space Hulk is a starship that gets stuck in the warp, which is basically hell. And actually, no, it's not a starship that gets stuck in the warp. It is an accretion of multiple starships in the warp. And you can find all sorts of technological goodies. I like that armor. And it is useful. I had to shoot him a lot. Now, if only Dash had the equivalent to a 20-inch AR, then he'd be completely unstoppable. Because for those who do not know, a 20-inch AR-15 basically just eats armor for breakfast. Like, it is literally like, you want armor piercing? There you go. A 20-inch AR will blow through Class 3 rifle plates, like, just with basic 55 grain ammunition. It's crazy. If I'd known about that, I would have gone for a 20-inch rifle and not a 16-inch carbine. I guess Stoner did know what he was doing after all, although I doubt he really thought about the proliferation of body armor. Now, one thing, speaking of military technology, I actually watched a somewhat interesting video on the A10 Thunderbolt, the old Burt. Evidently, it's not as good as everyone thinks it is. It's very difficult for it to actually hit anything. and then it's mainly just a plane that's beloved by boomers. How true that is, I'm not entirely sure. You shouldn't believe everything you see on YouTube, that's for sure, but it is an interesting thing. Basically, the gun sight on that thing doesn't have any magnification, so actually hitting anything with a 30mm is luck at best. I'm not sure how accurate that is. The example they cite is a blue-on-blue incident, but I just don't know. If it happened all the time, then maybe, but the guy just might have hated the A10 for whatever reason. Oh, the 3DO. I've seen that Space Hulk game for the 3DO. I don't know if I'd be able to get into that, because I think it'd be more difficult than I'd be willing to try. Speaking of the 3DO, there's some game for that that's like some sort of weird horror-based Western game that I'm kind of tempted to live stream, but considering how very few quality of life enhancements it really is going to have, I highly doubt I'd really enjoy it that much, because it's hard to really get into some of those old games and talk at the same time. This game's kind of... God damn it. Yeah, I don't want to take the death. How many lives? Okay, I got 2 lives to live. You only die twice. Go on, blast him! Blast him! Stop that ship! Blast him! Recently I did do a rewatch of episode 4 and 5. My god, do those movies hold up. Like, there is nothing that even comes close to that in terms of quality. That's one of those things where I don't have a problem with the X-Wing not having, you know, guided missiles. It's just a much more enjoyable experience to see those things flying around dogfighting with TIE fighters. That's one of those things where I don't really call it an acceptable break from reality. I call it, do you want to have fun or not? And there's been a lot of complaints about, like, oh, a farm boy shouldn't be like a trained fighter pilot, but I'd rather watch a farm boy fly a space fighter than just somebody who went to, you know, the academy for 20 years. You know, his whole family is steeped in the finest traditions of aeronautics. It's like, that's cool, but that's just not really as entertaining as blast him, blast him. See, he has a rifle, why can't I? You got a stunner. Oh my. Is there anything over here? No, we already went over there. I think Shizor just doesn't really have very good interior design. I mean, seriously, that's just embarrassing. $2:20 a.m. Damn. See you next time, Ace Party. Speaking of Air 15, I ordered the low receiver for... I didn't know Armalite still existed. I guess it must. I got my KP-15 and I'm pretty happy with that. Although for me, my favorite of the, you know, like, go-to guns is still the M1 carbine. People hate on that thing all the time, but I absolutely adore that bloody rifle. See, is there a challenge point up here, I wonder? Not that we need it. Ooh, but there's a disruptor! Thank you. Anything up here? No. That purple is like so last millennia. Save. Yeah, see, that's one of those things when you have like a... Now imagine somebody's trying to fix this, they forget to shut that down, and they just blast a repairman. You know, I'm just saying, I would not want to be Mike Rowe in Star Wars universe, that's for sure. But yeah, that's the problem. Fucking time zones. It really doesn't help when you have like a best friend that literally is like 17 out. Okay, I'm gonna reload the save. It's like 17 hours, I think, ahead of me. I keep thinking of the Bart versus Australia joke of like, it's actually 6 a.m. last Thursday, and it's summer in the whatever the fucking hemisphere that was in. But that is one good thing about internet technologies, being able to talk to people from around the world. Come on, come on, come on, blast him! Save. Carabine, always one along with the Garand. You'd be surprised though, there's a lot of... It's actually kind of funny though. FUDs don't necessarily hate on the M1 carbine, but it's just one of those things where People talk about it as like being weak, but no. I think there's some shit down there, but I don't feel like going to get it because we got plenty of disruptors. Can we go over there? Okay, let's save. I mean, shit! Blast him! I also want to point out once again, 1996. Look at this! Why can't we get games like this? Why, I ask you? Why does all the level design have to be utter crap? I mean, imagine if you take this game and just have modern graphics. It would sell... They'd sell the shit out of it. You just fix the targeting a little bit, you know? And it'll be golden. People would play the shit out of this. But yeah, what other rifle other than the M1 carbine can you have 75 cartridges on the gun and it have it not be a ungainly, like, mess? No, don't go over there, no! Goddamn torture droids. Apparently they're made in Britain. Oh my. I can see the Brits doing that. Sorry, British. Lord British. No! Oh crap. I remember dying here a lot when I was recording footage for the review. I don't know, that doesn't really sound like he's... If he's dead, how is he going as he falls down? Honestly, that sounded a little too... Like he was enjoying that just a little too much. It's like, seriously, dude. You know, leave your fetishes at home. You know, you're trying to fight a war against a beardy man. You know? Very popular in the 60s. And yes, it was. Yeah, but the PC version has very bad controls, in my opinion. Hence why I'm playing the N64 version. Oh, crap. I was complimenting you! Why are you beating me up, game? Okay, let's blast that. Before we start planting any bombs, let's just kill everything, because we gotta try to escape fairly quickly. I think the exit is at the very top. I think. Okay, we knocked him down, but he didn't have his little orgasmic scream. I guess he didn't have the flashlight in the suit. And that's another thing. Why do all modern science fiction, well, not all, but many modern science fiction novels have to be so explicit? It's like, I'm not a prude, but when I read my science fiction stuff, I like to have, you know, like, mighty heroes and epic deeds and not reading about somebody, you know, getting a dick implant. Yeah, it's like, that made me stop reading the book. It's like, I don't really need to read about Sergeant Joe had his dick implant malfunction. Yes, that happened in a book. And it's like, really? Couldn't, like, they fight? And also, why does it always have to be some sort of military group? I get sick. I am so sick of that. I miss the old days of, you know, you've got... Oh, crap! Don't tell me I'm all the way back here. No. Get back up there. Get back up there, Dash. You need as much health as you can get. Miss the old days of smugglers, farm boys, and princesses. It's not hard to... Actually, there's still princesses these days, because for whatever reason there's been a trend for a while to have the feudal future. Beautiful. Okay, let's just fold. Alright, you little bastard. He's gonna kill me again, I think. Nope! Take that, you fuck. Okay, let's see if we have any good stuff down here. Now, question is, do we want to start planting the bombs at the bottom or at the top? Because I cannot remember where exactly the exit is. Well, you still got one more level, Turok Farseed. Cyberpunk 2077. That's actually not that part, man. Oh my. But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 really is nothing new, though. I mean, it's a lot of old cyberpunk tropes. There's some, like, 90s books that will do that. But honestly, most of the time, I don't want to bother reading about sex in novels, primarily because it's usually so cringy. One of the few writers that I like from the current era, Christopher Nuttall, loves to have that in there, and it's like, really, I don't think that, I think this guy's probably had as much sex as Ben Shapiro, because it's like, the way he describes the action is very... The pulse bombs are set, and Luke has found Princess Leia. Just find a way out. Oh, thanks, Lebo. Thanks. I like how you're gonna say, like, the exit is over here. You know, Cortana would have done that. Weapon would have done that, even though that's a really shitty name. But no, you're just not gonna help me at all. You'd rather just sit around and wax philosophically. He does that in the book. Okay, and... is that the exit? I think it is. Or that could just be... yeah, I get that. Guess that would be... 50 Shades of Grey. No. God. I don't think I'd read that even for the bile fascination. So, like, that'd take too much time and effort anyway, because, like, I'll bile watch, like, like, videos. I'll do that. But, like, bile reading a book, an entire book, that's way too much time wasted in my life. I'm not young anymore. I'm 33. Can't waste my time reading that. Then I want to brain bleach it out. Because, yeesh. I do not want to read somebody's weird fat fantasy. Because, yeah. I do not get why some chicks have that fantasy of, like, being with somebody who's, like, way controlling and everything. Well, I guess that's your true feminism right there. RoboCop was one of my favorites. There was some book I read recently where they had a bullpup Mossberg. I can't remember what it was. I think that might have been Deathlands. Sadly, those bullpump... I cannot speak. Bullpump, huh? Bullpup Mossbergs were never that great. Thank you for the full health. It's one of those things where, you know, people make fun of the Tapco stock, but at least the Tapco stock works. Shadow Man Remaster is out on consoles now. Switch port on the 17th. The Switch is sort of getting everything, isn't it? Wait, she was? Damn. That's not good. I guess that's the problem with living in California. And yes, I did see the news report of the oh crap, we're at the boss. Oh my god, it's Red 7. Only real Star Wars fans will know who that is. Like how it still uses the same sound effects as the ATST. I remember this thing looking different though. Oh crap, he's gonna start shooting at me. Okay, so what we gotta do is we've got to zap. And we're gonna zap. Stop shooting me! We're gonna save. Come on, Dash, you can do it. I believe in you. Damn it! Shit, shit, shit. Come on, Dash, you can do it. You got one more disruptor. It's away! Let's be glad this is an older game so he can't just step on us. No deaths. Pro MLG. He's not exactly connecting with the ground, but... oh, crap. I'd forgotten about this. Save. No, I don't want to quit. Shit. Shit. Oh, crap. Why do I get the feeling that, like, Shizor's literally just, like, jerking off to this? It's like, run, little man, run. It's like, whoa, Shizor, really, you need to calm down on that. I mean, Seashore is rich. I mean, what else is George Soros gonna do? I guess you could kind of look at Seashore as basically, Space Soros. In a way. But it's not like he's trying to take down the Empire. He just wants to kill, Vader, which, that's not a bad thing. Oh, crap. Do I want to take that death or not? Yeah, I'm not gonna save. Murdered in Brazil. Favorite YouTuber is Ruger Old Army Girl died from COVID. Ouch. Yeah, Brazil is apparently not that good of a place to live. Although, on a somewhat less horribly negative note, wow, that is a lot. That frame rate just died with all those missiles flying around. Okay, I just need to get one good salvo off. He's done for. He's dead, Jim. Fly! Fly! Frame rate is literally reaching 3. Okay, let's not fly. I hate multiple face boss fights, though. I've always hated him. Okay, let's save. Shit! If I could have just gotten to cover. This reminds me of an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Except in that, he was like trying to hide from like a giant gold hand. It's where he's stuck in the Matrix! Back when, like, the internet was this mythical thing. Okay, let's take that hit. Let's try to get a salvo off. Yeah, I'll take that death. And if only I could aim! If only I could aim. That's the hardest part about this game. Is like, I feel like I have to stop and just try to get dash in the vague direction of this guy. And how you're supposed to control those things, I have no idea. Yep, dead. I might as well just reload the save. It was this golden, it's like the Hand of Midas or something like that. Because whenever I think of the Hand of Midas, I always think of Aladdin 3. Aladdin. Okay, well, let's go ahead and save. We hurt him a lot. Hurt his feelings. Crap. Not only did he kill me, he killed the frame rate. This is a very ambitious boss fight, I think. Yes, it is for the frame rate. Okay, let's... Fly. Fly, you fools. Hey, I'm not a fool. Okay, he's hurt. I've hurt his feelings. Yeah, that was, I knew I was gonna fall right into that fire. Okay, let's land. We got one little candy bar health. Alright, I can hear you flying around, you bastard. Okay, it's... I am not gonna save, but we've almost killed at least this form. I think we gotta kill the head. That's one way to give head, I suppose. Shit. Okay, I might as well not even try. Okay, so we need to not fly up right there. Because he is right there and he is angry. Make seekers close to it. Ooh, we got it at the candy bar. Save. Okay, that was a bad idea. That I will admit, that was not a pro MLG move. Go, go! This is the final boss fight of the game, so I'm not surprised it is as difficult as it is. This is why you save all of your seekers and disruptors and pulse bombs and stuff like that. Shit, 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 shit! No, go away! Oh, please don't turn the seeker camera on. Alright, and that recharge. Fly! Fly! Save again. Alright. Up from the depths. Alright, we've almost got him down. Ah, crap! You die so fast in this game. I can't imagine how bad Jedi is. Probably need to be able to see it into the future. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. And run into a wall. That's always a good strategy. 17 health, come on! And this is why I always cheated in games as a kid. Because I can guarantee you I never beat this back in the day. I guarantee goddamn to you. Dead. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Crap. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to remember what the control is for that. Okay, flame is not gonna be good enough. I did not know I had 8 pulses left. It's like all that was a big waste because I could not aim at him at all. Shit, 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 shit. There needs to be more than one candy bar. This is just normal. This is just normal. How you do that, Silver Wings, I have no idea. A lot of practice, I would imagine. Okay, 6 health. Fuck it, just save anyway. Come on. With that speed, do you think we'll be able to pull out in time? No, we did not. We have now been impregnated by fire. And a missile. Shit, shit, shit. Okay, let's save whilst running. Get shot by him. Come on! Save. Alright, it's just the head. Why does this remind me of Power Rangers? Jetpack malfunction. Of course. Of fucking course. Why would it malfunction? Well, we are off to a bad start. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, save. Oh, that's just rough right there. Alright, last life. Let's try it. Will I be able to do it on only 1 life? Although in all reality, I think we get lives after the end of this. So when we actually do the final space battle, it shouldn't be too bad, I hope. Okay, that's not a good idea. Yeah, because see, like, the biggest problem is you just can't hit anything. Especially when that happens. Okay, so he must be blocking it or something. Okay, that does nothing. I'm just gonna keep getting hit. That changes the camera angle. That also doesn't help. Okay, that is not... It is literally impossible to avoid that attack. If it isn't impossible, go fuck yourself. That's what I say to that. It's impossible for me. It's also impossible to remember the controls. Anyone who says otherwise is clearly lying. Okay, let's try to actually beat this for real. Okay, there we go. It's like, let's remember the controls. Because we have like a fraction of a second to like stop and hit nothing. Okay, so we can't just auto-target this guy. So not only do we have to stop and try and aim. This is where the game kind of falls flat here for me right now. Is like you have to stop, plant your feet, and hope you have enough time to aim. And yeah, just not easy. How you could do this on any difficulty other than very easy, I have no idea. Or at least how I could do it. Let's see. No, I do not have disruptors. I like how the stunner does nothing. It's like, why do you even have it? This is where I don't think I ever actually beat this outside of that one time for the PC review. Okay, we're too hurt to even bother continuing to try. Because there is just no way. I think if you could target, that would help a lot. It's like, especially if you start flying around, there is no way to hit anything. Which is probably why I turned that on. Alright. Yep. This is one of the major issues with certain classic games. As much as I love this game, look at that. I hit nothing. And I've just taking hit after hit after hit. Literally because I can't aim. I think what I did originally with this is, since you can't save on the PC version like you can here, I think I just did it over again, and I'm not going to do that. And I saved the disruptors. This is going to be one of those patience boss fights. And that's where the fun kind of just gets completely sucked out of it for me. Because, okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to miss every time I get blasted. Okay, so what we're going to try to do, we're going to go right underneath him, like that, and not be able to aim up high enough to hit him. That sounds like fun. I think it should have just been one phase, and that'd have been fine. I mean, he was hard enough that... Yeah, so I'm going to take him down to 76 health if I just stand right underneath him. Okay, let's try Pulse here. Yeah, not gonna happen. Garbage mobile version? Yeah. Circle strafe lock on. It's one of those things though, do you want to change controls in the middle of a stream and a boss fight? This is where, if I knew the cheat codes, I would just say fuck the level. Okay. Let's grab some of these. Let's save again. Fly up over here. Get shot in the back. Ooh, do we want to save at 57? Yes. Yes, we do. Only I had a few more disruptors. Yeah, I don't know if I'm able to do this today. I'd love to beat the game. If I don't beat the game, you're not missing that much, just one last space battle. I guess I could always record it afterwards. Once I've got proper cheat codes and all the rest just to move past this part. Because I'm totally not redoing this. I put in my time, damn it. Yeah, I should have saved those disruptors. Oh, crap. And then once you run out of jetpack, you are screwed. See, if the game would just target this thing, it'd make it a little easier. Because in the time it takes me to look up, I've already taken like half my health off. Yep. Cannot take a single hit. So what happens when you run out of lives is you go back to the start of the level, which isn't too bad, but this is a fairly long level. I'm dead. Let's see. AR builds and that. Alright, he is flying right over me. Yep, getting vaporized again. The final battle is pretty nice, though. It's not nearly as difficult as this. Alright, well, that is Shadows of the Empire. I may come back to this at some point in the future. For right now, though, what ended up happening is I played this level entirely the wrong way, and there was no way for me to know that until I got to the boss fight, because I'd forgotten there were 3 phases. So what you want to do to beat this boss, really, is use only one disruptor on each phase. I did not do that, so really, if I wanted to beat this guy, I would have to go back to the beginning of the level and play it the appropriate way, which I'm not going to do. So, for now, this is Shadows of the Empire. Great game, but it can get very frustrating at times. Next time, we're actually just going to move on to Area 51. Finally got that game working, which is much easier and much more straightforward because it's just a basic first-person shooter. But until then, I am GeneralLotz, wishing you good, Mando, whatever, makes you happy.